Welcome to At the Vanguard. We're TB Vanguard, and our motto is for fans by fans. We showcase fans on the front line of the Team Breezy movement. This podcast is an open forum to discuss current topics as they relate to Chris Brown and his fan base.
Hey everybody, welcome to At the Vanguard. Today is March 31st, 2025, and we'll go ahead and get started. I'm Nikki.
I'm Paula.
I'm Ange.
And I'm JP.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute. Well, we've got exciting news going on. Besides having two new features, Use Me by 𝙑𝙖𝙣𝙪𝙖𝙧𝙙 featuring Chris Brown and 𝙑𝙖𝙣𝙪👏👏👏. It's an interesting name, 𝙑𝙑𝙑, but I really like the song. 𝙑𝙑 by Leon Thomas featuring Chris Brown. So he's got two new features and they're both doing really well. So that's a great thing. But of course, the main attraction is, and the main talk is about the Breezy Bowl 20 tour, his 20th anniversary tour.
Yeah.
So how many of us have gotten into the queue to get in the line?
Oh yeah, I've been in that queue since last night.
Me too. And did you get in?
I've been in queue since he released the tour list.
Nikki, have you gotten in?
No, I haven't.
Well, man, it's gonna be interesting. To get in line is really different. I mean, last time for the last tour, I mean, I had to get in line for an online ticket, which was different. But this time, you got to get in line just to get in line. That's crazy. That is really different. So, yeah, it's been interesting. But at least they tell you that you're in it, so it gives you notification. So that was a good thing. Like, you are in. Like, okay. But then we'll get the email when it's time to go in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, we were just talking about that stage. It's really amazing with that main stage and then the 𝙑𝙑 stages and then the backstage. And you say the people that you're going with you're all differing on where you want to sit?
Yeah. So I want to be close to the main stage. Like, I don't need to be too close, but I know I want to be like on the side.
Mm-hmm.
That's like close to the main stage. And then there was a couple that I wanted to be right there by the B stage. And I'm like, no. I'm like, he's not gonna be on the B stage so that long.
Mm-mm.
So I'm like, we need to get in the regular by the main stage. So we're gonna figure out, we're gonna be on the group call in the morning. So, but most likely we're gonna be at the main stage.
Yeah,
we're gonna be by the main stage.
Oh, here comes Tasha, Breezy's Piece. How you doing, Tasha?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing?
Great. We're talking about the Breezy Bowl tour. Say hi to JP and Nikki and
JP, hi.
I'm hopeless.
Mm-hmm.
I am hopeless.
It's now okay. It's been a little while.
Yeah. Now it says JP.
Tasha.
Hey, Nikki, hi.
Oh, I see. Well, we're talking about the tour, of course, and where we would like to sit. Have you looked at that stage? The whole stage?
Yes.
I'm hoping to get floor seats in the front somewhere.
Yeah, I took a screenshot of, I think, 𝙑𝙑 Park. That's one of the pre-sales I signed up for.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Park, that's in New Jersey?
PA.
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
My friend Danny was supposed to get like 3 more cities, but she forgot. Because I was more leaning towards Detroit now, but I don't have a pre-sale for Detroit, so.
Well, if you're going through Ticketmaster, supposedly we don't need pre-sale. You just need to log into your account.
Oh, really? Because what was the whole point of the sign-up thing?
That's just to get a pre-sale. So when you go to it, they'll send you a link.
Yeah.
Like when the tickets go on sale, and then you click into that link.
Yeah, because you get like 15 minutes early access if you have that link.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, This is going to be interesting.
I
I
think
saw somebody from Europe, and they were saying that they said, they posted where they were in line. It was like 10,000 people ahead of them. I was like, oh my God.
So what's gonna make it tricky this time is because it's so limited stadiums. It's not like,
I think they'll be adding shows, though. I think they'll be adding shows.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
We'll see how many or whatever.
I'm really happy that they're coming to the baseball stadium here, the National Baseball Stadium, because I was not going to that raggedy FedEx Field. I'm serious. But I realize now that he's coming during football season. It'll be because we'll be in the fall in the United States, so it'll be during football season. But yeah, I was going to go to Baltimore if I had to, because the Ravens Park is nice and new, but FedEx, no, I was not going there. So
I think our stadium, I think they're working on, so they probably won't add hours anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to travel again. Well, it's okay.
It's always fun though.
I'm glad he's doing 2 shows in Florida. So I'm glad I'm going to both. I already said I'm going to both of them. So
yeah,
great.
Yeah, that was our thought to go to 2. Which I mean, maybe there'll be like tickets available later after all of this too. So we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. I see quite a few people in Europe are doing. They're flying to different cities. So
they are.
Quite a few of them. I saw Niche from Twitter. She's got her tickets for Manchester. Manchester. But they're having to add another show for Manchester, like a 3rd show. I'm like, that's on pre-sales.
He's always going to sell out crazy fast overseas because they don't get them as often as we do.
Yeah.
But they have to fight for their tickets over there.
One of my friends sent me that post that person put, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, yo!" I'm like, "We might be screwed." I say, "Yo, listen, that's gonna happen all the time when he go over in Europe."
Yeah,
they love him insanely over there. So it's that I expected it to sell out that quick. Yeah, because I even checked Ticketmaster UK just to see, and some of them sites you can't get it no more. I'm like, well, dang.
Probably crashed it. I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened last time. Really, crashed it. Yeah. Well, one thing I meant to call Nationals Park to see about their accessible, procedure, because that's the whole thing. That's why another reason I didn't want to go to FedEx Field. It's antiquated unless you're in a wheelchair and can wait around and sitting in a chair. I can't stand up for hours. It doesn't matter. You have to stand around and wait. I'm sorry. Let me just stop complaining because we're not going there. So I'm just glad. Oh my God, yes. I'm so glad. But let me see. It's just exciting.
The stage layout, it looks interesting too.
Amazing.
Like from what I saw, from what I could tell, it was like the main stage looks like maybe 2 catwalks, then 2 side things, and then another stage in the back. It looks crazy. It's
like 4 things: the main stage, and then 2 X stages in the middle, and then
the backstage.
Yeah. But I think it's because it's so big, we'll actually be able to see. At some point, everybody's going to be able to lay eyes on him. It's not going to become a little tiny little dot in the distance. So it was such a great plan. When I saw that, I was like, this is good planning. And he knows his fans. He knows we want to see him.
I still can't be in no seat up there though. I can't do it.
You mean the top seats?
Just none of them on the sides at all. Like, to me, from my experience, I have to be like on the field.
Well, see, I can't stand up like that. So and if I'm sitting down, I'm not gonna see anything because people are gonna be standing up. So it's always best for me to be on the side, and I don't want those twerking girls twerking in my face.
I'm just saying, for me, I can't.
Yeah. But I was saying that I wanted to be between the main stage and the X stages, because I get a close view of both of them. But I'll see what I can manage.
Yeah, once you talk to them, where you'll be able to go comfortably.
Yeah. Would you say, Ange?
Did you guys see that he has a stage B, so he might fly across the stadium again?
Yeah, there's like the main two ones in the middle and one in the back.
Yeah.
Exits. Yeah.
So he can actually walk out into the crowd. I was concerned about that too. It's like stadium is black, but
he's not going to walk into no crowd.
Right. He knows into the crowd, but I mean the way those X's are set up is you're walking out into the field. Not like physically walking out, but his stage comes out into the field is what I'm saying. Yeah. That's
why I'm saying that, why everybody's going to get to lay eyes on him no matter where they are at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But
they'll hide him in a box or something.
No, they may fly him like they did last time.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much thinking it's probably the show that they got in Johannesburg and where was the other one? Brazil. Yeah, I'm thinking it's that
the anniversary show. So I think it'll be I think it's something specific.
Maybe a little tweaked, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's exactly what they're getting. But I noticed people on Twitter also were talking about what songs they want to hear, because this is like the anniversary show. It's like, and one of the things I wanted to hear was Fine China, because like I haven't heard them sing that live since they still had a band. So that was, what was that, 2014? And he still had the band? That's the last time I heard Fine China live.
Was that song performed on like One Hell of a Night? I can't remember now. That would have been 2014.
Okay, maybe then it was One Hell of a Night. Yeah. So
I can't even remember that. I can't even remember that show now, for real.
I know, it's been so long ago.
Pieces of it.
It's been so long ago.
Yeah.
And if I know, but is there anybody else have some songs or particular songs that they want to hear that they haven't heard live?
I would have to think. That's hard.
I just want to know the set list that he's going to be performing, because he's going to go through each album, right?
I don't know.
He's got to do at least, he would have to. It's funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if
you want to know the set list, though. I'm not that. Y'all know how I get down. I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to know nothing about nothing until I get there.
Yeah.
The most I'm going to do is look at the stage.
Silent. Yeah, I'm going to have to stay on Instagram because I'm going to...
Sure.
Would you say, JR?
You ask me a question?
JP, I'm now calling you that all the time now. No, I'm saying, like, are there any songs that you would like to hear live that you never heard live?
Yeah, number one, I definitely, I made a whole list on Twitter. The songs I want to hear, personally, I want to hear, let me pull up my list. All right, so I want to hear Beg For It, Stutter, Shooter, Young Love, Anyway, I want to hear All Back, All On Me. All On Me is probably my favorite Chris Brown song of all time. It's right up there neck and neck with Angel Numbers, Last 10 Toes. I Need This, Time for Love, Sip, Lurkin, In the City, 2012, Free Run, I Love Her, Red, and Love to Remember. All right. Wow. I could go on and on, but I just did that little bit.
Now,
I honestly want to hear songs that he hasn't performed before.
I agree with that.
Yes, and most of these are songs he has not performed besides Lurkin and like All Back. He performed All Back one time, I think.
But not often. He has rarely
and
performed.
Shooter was only performed in Africa. That's it.
Right. They're the only ones who got Shooter. But now I want to hear 4 Years Old, a song I absolutely love. It depends on if I'm feeling melancholy, I'll put that on because it's a really, for me, a deep song. But I would love to hear this song. He never performed that live because I saw him live during that time. It's like he didn't perform for 4 years old. And from Graffiti, gosh, there's so many songs. Not that he never did Famous Girl. Of course, now he probably wouldn't want to do that one now. But it was a great song, though. He's up with sad songs on the album, but not every song on the album was sad. And of course, there was Movie. Remember Movie?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why that song disappeared.
Oh, the one with Twista?
Not that one. There's another one.
Yeah.
No, that movie.
But it's
that's on the
it's not even like if you go to play the album, it's not even there anymore.
So they took it off.
That's like a mixtape song now.
That's why I
It's
have.
good to have the CDs.
That's exactly what I was to say. That's why I'm glad I have the CDs. That's why I'm glad I have the CDs.
I wonder why though.
They said that he was gonna release his mixtape or I think it was before the party. He was supposed to drop that on Apple.
He said that in 2020. He said that in 2020.
He's
I told y'all to get Tidal.
Yeah, he said that in
was the
2020,
only
but
place
not
they
too long
were.
ago they brought it up
Tidal's the only
again.
one that has it.
Tidal's the only one that has the mixtapes up, and they don't even have all of them up. But that's where you're gonna find them.
What's the name of it?
Tidal.
I saw quite a few of them on Apple.
Oh, does Apple have some now too?
Yeah, I saw some of the mixtapes on Apple. I was like, oh, look at this. But, you know.
Oh, okay.
I would love for him to perform 𝙑𝙖𝙧𝙧𝙪.
Oh, in your arms. Oh.
I love No Lights. I think that would be such a good concert song.
Oh, from
have you ever performed that live?
Nope,
not at all.
I think.
No.
Isn't it on X?
Is it on X?
I believe so.
Oh yes, you're right.
Yeah, it's the last song on X. Yeah.
Such a good concert song.
And X was my favorite album until Heartbreak. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think something.
So good, so good. Let's not even talk about the songs on Heartbreak he can do. Don't even get me started, please.
Hold on. Y'all Heartbreak on the Full Moon Lovers like me?
Oh, man, that's my favorite to this day.
What?
Yes.
Favorite to this day.
That whole album
Same.
deserves videos.
Oh,
I agree.
That's my baby right there. I love it.
Yeah, that gets pulled out a lot. Now I'm gonna tell you another one, Breezy. Breezy's in my top 3, and I mean, I wouldn't mind hearing not just Sleep at Night. He's never done Sleep at Night live, but also
I think he did a couple shows. But he was switching songs in and out. Yep. Yep, he sure was.
Oh man.
Yeah, he did it at the One on One store. Yeah, he performed it a couple shows.
Oh.
Yeah, but then he took it off.
Yep.
So wrong.
Uh-huh.
So unfair. But I mean, but Harder is. Oh, I love Harder.
Oh yeah, that's your song.
He showed out on that. He showed out on that.
I want him to perform. Same and Let's Go.
Don't cuss.
Oh, sorry.
You ain't y'all jams.
I mean, there's so many songs that people relate to that other people don't. So it's like, oh my God.
We are talking about songs people have never even heard of.
I know.
That's the only thing about it. He's gonna wanna
But that's exactly
why. He's
gonna
want to have dead moments where people don't know what he's singing.
Right.
So he kind of shies away from those songs. But please.
Yeah, here's one moment where people stand there not reacting. But yeah, there's so many songs. I mean, just so many. Do you have any you want to hear that has been performed?
I liked a lot that were on JP's list. The Beg for It, the movie. Songs you don't hear too often, and that just have good memories attached to them. So.
Yeah, because it's really funny how Wet the Bed got popular. I'm like, that's so crazy. Back then, he said he was going to do a video, remember? It never happened.
I remember when that album first came out, and they were looking, the fans were like, where's the bed? because they were thinking
departure from Graffiti, because Graffiti was the last album where there's a lot of pop, and it was all clean. So that was a big whoa when that came out. I was like, wow.
Yeah, and I remember with movie, fans for like the first couple days, they weren't getting the first verse right because they were like, let me get this tripod, and they were like, drive-by. What did he?
Let me get this drive-by. I was like, what?
I was like, let me get this drive-by.
We were on the car on the way down.
Sure that the game goes right.
And somebody tweeted that. We were like, let me get this drive-by. That makes no sense.
That happens every album, though. It's one thing. We're going to tear some lyrics up. We're going to do that.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, that was great.
And he going to always get on and correct you, too. Like, no, y'all.
Oh, my God, that's funny.
It's crazy how he really be seeing everything. Like, that's not what I said.
I know. Because he be lurking. He be lurking.
You know, well, I mean, that was back in a time where he could have been like Michael and put the lyrics in the album.
Yeah.
You have to guess.
Yes. That needs to come back.
Yeah, it really does.
Apple does it, you know. But
no, but I mean, we need CDs. We need CDs because.
Well, I'm not in disagreement. You know how I feel about it.
You know, people changing. You know, the streaming services changing songs, and I don't like it. I want my CD. I want my physical CD.
Yeah,
and just from the sales perspective, like, why would you not? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And he usually knows his fan base very well, but that's one thing he's dropped the ball on. That they think, no, we do not want to do
at all.
Just streaming. We want a physical copy. Mm-hmm. His fans will always want that. That's his fan base. That's what we want.
I still say it must be something going on with distribution because I can't see him not doing that. There has to be a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, if one of you does a meet and greet, you can ask them.
I know.
Put it on the agenda and ask.
I know.
We've been doing this.
Sir, what are you thinking about?
Like, why are we not getting physical CDs, sir?
Right.
Okay, let me get my fan page on in here. Okay, what's going on with this?
You can ask.
I gotta go back to the people and tell them what's going on.
They need to tighten up the way they choose these meet and greets this year because, oh my God.
They're not.
I know you don't hear this, Ange, but honestly, I feel like anybody who's seen him in the last 5 years, met him in the last 5 years, needs to move to the back of the queue. Like when they see those repeat names, like, sorry, they need to be at the back of the queue because there's so many thousands of people who never get a chance. And
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that last procedure didn't help at all. It didn't really help. It didn't.
Well, that's the feedback they should get. That whatever they did last.
Subscriber, and we need to go drop this in the comments on the shop page.
Yeah,
as a subscriber, and I'm a subscriber, and I'm even saying subscribers should not get first crack because there won't be anything left for anybody else.
Exactly.
The subscribers bought them all last year.
Yeah.
And that's not fair to the general public at all.
And even some subscribers didn't.
So everybody versus everybody.
Even some subscribers did not get it correct.
Right. So, yeah. It's going to be a scramble. Now, somebody was saying, oh my God, they're going to do 2,000 because of 20 years. I'm like, oh my God, no.
They might.
I hope not.
They might.
I hope not. And you know it's still going to sell anyway.
I mean, he's not the one setting the price on that stuff.
I know. So. He's not. But
we can all go comment under their page as a group and
do not make it $2,000 and subscribers do not get first crack.
Right.
So they can pay attention and maybe do something about it.
Yeah, that's not right. It's not right. And I'm quite sure he's gonna get tired of seeing the same damn people. Let him meet some new people.
I think they need to run it off of an actual like Ticketmaster or something else.
Or they can do that too. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the second or third time that they're doing meet and greets, and the first two times it was like they didn't have full control of everything. Like they didn't, I guess, see it was gonna go the way they thought it was.
Yeah.
And then the last one that just happened, everybody just, it said, like you said, all the subscribers already bought everything before the public, so that was unfair too. So I just feel like it's better off on the site, like Ticketmaster or something.
If they're going to do something like that, you do X amount of it. First 3, first 4, whatever, and then the rest just go out however they go out.
Yeah.
You can't just open everything up and then it's sold out before it even go on sale.
Because it sells out within the first 30 minutes every time. Barely 30 minutes.
And also, like, they are, I mean, I understand, sorry for the loud noise, my daughter's watching cartoons. But, I understand, I think they should include more as well in the meet and greet package. You know, I think last year they gave I don't know, I think it was a keychain with the meet and greet. It was only like it wasn't really that many items, you know.
Well, I mean, the main thing is meeting him. That's the main attraction, and getting the photos. But it can only be so many because he can't do 20 meet and greets before a concert. So, they has to limit the number. So the 10 has been, it's been fine, but it's just
or even after, because he does those after parties too.
For the price too, wouldn't you think? I mean, if someone purchased a meet and greet, maybe like add a front row seat or something for someone spinning.
Oh hell, they ain't doing that.
They're not doing that.
You can't even get the meet and greet without going to the concert anyway.
You can't get meet and greet without tickets. So no, they're not doing that.
Yeah.
Don't you also with the meet and greet get the same stuff that like the VIP early people get? Don't you get all that stuff? You don't?
The last year for meet and greet, the VIP people, they had like a little bag.
Had a calendar.
Stuff. For the meet and greet, it wasn't the same because I was with my friend and they had VIP and they had other stuff that I didn't get.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They didn't get to meet Chris though.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't get to meet Chris. I thought
they did get all that stuff too, though. I thought they did.
They gotta take a shot by the backdrop for free with the VIP.
In the pictures and all that stuff. Yeah. I always make one of them jump in my picture, whoever is there. Christine or Joyce or somebody.
I really want him to do that thing he did a couple years ago, where everybody who purchased a ticket for the tour, they got a album mailed out to their house.
Oh, they can't do that no more.
I think that was for Indigo. I think he did that for
that was part of a bundle.
They can't do it no more.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
They can't count the album sales that way anymore. I forget what it was. Something DJ Khaled did. He blew it up for everybody.
Yeah, because he couldn't do it no more.
Yeah, he was being a crybaby about not being number one and ruined it.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. What did they say? Do you remember what it was? I can't remember the details of it no more now. Something about it had to be physical. It couldn't be something digital.
Yes, it had to be physical and not digital. And so, but that before that, you could be digital, and that's how everybody got the album.
Yeah, it's like we bought that shirt, and that counted as like a digital or something.
Right.
And then the ticket, I think, came with a physical or something like that. I don't know.
But now it would have to be a bundle of like a shirt and a album and a CD. And that would have to be, that's the only way they could bundle it now. They change the rules every year, I think.
Yeah. Do I even waste my efforts this time, Paula? What do you think?
What do you mean?
About the bundle.
You know what? I don't know. Well, this is the thing. No, this is the thing. The album's not going to come out
last year.
The album's not going to come up before the tour. It can't. It couldn't possibly.
Well, that's true.
So
it's just a 20-year thing.
I think, to have people in meet and greets and other people like that. He's trying to push that into his head. Like,
this is just
a bundle.
Yeah, we'll figure that out when there's talk of an album, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the album will be at the end of the tour or something.
Which doesn't make sense, because when does he not tour for an album?
I know, he's never has, but he's got right now he's got 11 albums to.
Oh, and this is only stadium.
Yes.
So he could roll an album and be ready to tour again for the following year, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He could
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the stadium tour finish, recording an album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he might do that.
Mm-hmm. Be out again by next summer, knowing him.
And I see that, definitely out by next summer. But I see that Breezy Down Under is, disappointed. But even though she kind of felt it wouldn't happen in Australia, I'm not sure, Australia's not really being consistent with who they ban. So I think we could get that overturned, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel bad.
They just got to push for it.
Yeah. Because
they've done a petition and everything. They've tried the Australians. They have tried all what they can to.
Petitions are not the way. No, petitions are not the way. You have to go through. But I think it's called.
They got to get to the right people. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the name of it. I want to say the Home Office. That's how we got it back into England. It was through the Home Office, but it may have a different name in Canada. I mean, in Canada, in Australia, but
back there too, though.
That's how it has to be done through. The right agency. And the whole thing is also with the media pointing out that they'll let in white artists who've had all kinds of legal trouble, and they're not letting in Chris. Unacceptable.
That's
that
weird.
looks like bias to me. So, I mean, even if it's not, I would say that. So, you got to play the cards sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's very questionable. Why him? Why single him out?
Right.
Did someone leave? I heard a cling.
JP.
He had to go.
Oh, okay.
He's muted for a while. I believe he's at work because he said he had to work late. So I believe he was still at work.
Oh, okay.
So we're glad we got to get him for a little while.
I'm ready to talk crazy now.
Okay, so
what I want to say.
Okay. All right. Oh, one thing I wanted to say though, and I sent you a note about it, but you probably didn't see it. One thing I want to say before we go, we saw. According to Rated R, Chris Brown's Residuals becomes his first solo #1 on Billboard's Adult R&B Airplay chart.
Oh.
Yay!
All right.
That's impossible, but I guess it is. I mean, the first solo, I guess. Because he had a lot of
particular chart,
yeah, that particular chart.
All the bandwagoners over want to be a fan of Chris now.
Well, that's fine. We'll take him.
The numbers
we want him to have that success, so that's fine. They can come on in.
Well, we want them out the way for these tickets, which
yeah. Okay. Nick, want to take us on out?
Sure do. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll catch you guys soon. Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on this episode, and we hope you'll join us again at the Vanguard.